Hey guys, this is Ozark Living Homestead. I'm going to do a couple of shout outs. I want to do a shout out to Lee Ralph. I've been watching Lee Ralph, oh gosh, since I've been on, and he's been on YouTube, which I haven't been on that long. I think he's been on here probably around the same amount of time. But anyway, I enjoy his videos, but I more enjoy the man himself, because we've commented back and forth on each other's videos, and I'm referring basically to a comment I actually just got on a video that he made playing in a pool with his grandkids. And we've commented back and forth a few times, basically the same thing, you know, with the grandkids. And that's another video that I'm going to do on that subject. But you guys go check his channel out. I think you'll really enjoy it. He's into bushcraft, which I'm not really into bushcraft. I actually enjoy watching the videos. I'm not so much into doing it myself. And maybe because just I'm so busy trying to get this place done. But I have a lot of subscribers that I subscribe to their channels and stuff that are into the bushcraft, and I actually enjoy watching it. But he also is, I don't know how to exactly say it, on a small scale. He's homesteading, you know, and he's raising some chickens, and he built a chicken coop, and, you know, and a run and stuff like that. And he's got a garden. And I know a lot of you are already subscribed to his channel, but there may be some of you that are not. But the other thing is, those are the two things that his channel is about. But the third thing is, he's like he's a family man. I mean, he enjoys his family. He loves his grandkids. He enjoys his grandkids, and he involves them in a lot of his videos. So I think you guys would really enjoy the man himself. And again, you know, he does a lot with his grandkids, which I really appreciate it, and I enjoy watching them. Anyway, I'm gonna get off Lee for right now. But the other one is Malissa Whitts. Okay, she has a channel, and I've been watching her for quite a while too. It's all cooking, mostly, almost all cooking. But I can tell you what, she's my favorite cook. Never eaten her cooking, but she's my favorite cook. If you go and check her channel out, if you like anything to do with cooking or anything, she always has a different recipe for every video. It's never the same stuff over and over and over. And I think you'll really enjoy it. She's a really sweet lady. But I think you guys would really enjoy it. And just go check it out, and I think you'll enjoy it. Okay, this video mainly is about this chicken coop, but I wanted to get those shout outs out because those are two of my favorite people. I got a lot of favorite people, don't get me wrong, guys, but those are two of my favorite people that I enjoy very much watching, because they got great videos and they just seem like very good people. But anyway, getting back to the chicken coop and the chicken pen. The question actually came from Lee. And I hope it's okay, Lee, that I mention your name. But it was on some of the things that I did, or how I did some certain things. Now, I did this in pressure treating, and I got one comment, and I'm not putting anybody down. Everybody has a reason for believing what they believe. And I know, too, that pressure treated is used toxins. There's toxins in it. Now, the only problem I have is that chickens don't chew. They're not a hook-billed bird. They don't chew. They don't bite. They don't chew on the wood. And I'm not saying it's the best thing to use, but, you know, I'm kind of anal. Sometimes when I build things, I want them to last. And the only thing that was in my mind when I was building this is exposed to the exterior, exposed to the outside. The wood itself is actually on the ground where you're going to get termites. Now, granted, I'm in northern Arkansas, southern Missouri area. Termites are not as bad, but no matter where you live in this country, you got termites. Lee Ralph is somewhere in Louisiana, I'm not sure where. And the farther south you go, which I know coming from Florida, subtropical climate, you got big problems with termites. Anyway, that's the reason I built all this out of pressure treated. Now, if I had to go back and do it again, I would go back and do it with the slabs that I'm planning on doing it with, the next one with. Now, what I did, another thing that I did, because again, I'm a warrior ward, and I'm kind of, about how I do certain things. This wire that I actually used is 6 foot high. It comes 6 foot high on a 100-foot roll. And it was like $260 a foot. This is actually heavy-duty cage wire, like you would build rabbit cages with or something like that. It's not cheap wire. But in my mind, I'm thinking protect the birds, protect the chickens, Make sure no predators can get in there and get them. Well, not thinking, again, I should have been thinking about this. They get locked in the coop every night. They're not out in the pen, so there's no way the predators can get them. Now, of course, if they come up during the day, they could get them, but most of the time I'm here during the day, or, so, but again, I was thinking, oh, protect. Well, I put this wire up, and I'm not really regretting it. I'm not going to go back and I'm not going to change it, but the next one will be done with chicken wire, because again, they will be put up at night and locked in a coop where the predators can't get them. Now, one of the things Lee's question is, see if I can get this. This is 6 foot high. I bought, to save on scrap wood, I bought a 12-foot 2x4. And I cut it in half. So I had 2 6-footers. That saved me from having an 8-footer and cutting off 2 feet, because the wire itself was 6 foot. So what I did is, they were 6 foot, and these top boards, if you can see here, let's see if I can get my finger in here, just running across the tops and across the bottoms down there. All that is 1x4. It's actually strong enough to hold what you need it to do. Now, these come in 3 panels. This side here, hang on one second, guys. This side, and then this side, and the other side. Now, these are 3 6 foot high, 8 foot wide panels, because the 1x that I got for the tops and the bottoms were 8 foot long. Again, not to waste any wood, I used, just made them 8 foot wide. Now, the one on the other side, where the door is, I can't remember the dimensions. Of course, it's 6 foot high, but I didn't want to put the coop inside the pen. It takes up more ground space. And plus, it's easier once I build the... Okay, guys, the battery went dead on me again. I think I got enough charge on it to get this video finished, and I'm gonna make it really short to make sure I do. But anyway, I'm not sure where I left off, but that panel back there, I can't remember the exact dimensions, but I just screwed it on to the inside side of the chicken coop there, and then this one here, I screwed on to the outside there, so that way it gives them more room on the inside, and I can clean the outside, the coop from the outside. And of course, the nest boxes would be on the outside, so it's a lot easier to deal with them and work with them. Now, one of the problems I ran into that I didn't mention is, you can see the tree, the young tree that I cut and I cut it to 10 foot. Before I had put it up there, I was stretching the chicken wire across, and from each side I was pulling it tight because I wanted to get it as tight as possible. But I didn't realize what I had done was, that 1x4 had come in and went back out, and it had done it on both sides until I got done. I'm like, oh crap. On each end, it was 10 foot wide. In the middle, it was probably 7 foot wide. So I had to take the chicken wire back loose, put that piece of tree limb in there, and then put the chicken wire back on, and that actually held it out, so it's all 10 foot. Now again, one of the things I was getting at, and I kind of got sidetracked there, I took the 2x4s, if you can see, and I cut, well, that's 3.5 down. I cut it 3.5 down on the table saw, and I cut 3/4 of an inch on this side in like this. So basically that 1x4 fits right in there, and it makes that all flush. And it does on all 4 sides. Now again, these are all in panels, so I can actually take these apart and move these anytime I like. You know, just take the top wire off and the side wire would actually stay on. And it just makes it so much easier to move if I want to move it, which I will, because I know once my wife gets up here, she's not going to like where it's sitting. And honestly, I just put it here temporarily anyway. But no matter where I put it, she's not going to like it. She's going to want it where she wants it, so I'm going to end up moving it anyway. So, but Lee, if you have any more questions, feel free to ask. Or if anybody has any questions about it, I'm here to help you any way I can. I'm not saying I'm doing everything right. I have a tendency to going overboard. I have a tendency to really go overboard sometimes. And because I can actually look at this thing and see all kind of mistakes I think I made, but it's all in my mind. I know it is. Okay, I'm a little OCD, just a little, all right? Things are just never right, but I've learned over the years to let things go. I know they're right in my mind. Really, I know they're right, but in my mind, they're not right, and they're never going to be right, but I've learned to let them go. My wife was always on me about it. You know, for instance, she would come up here and look at this, think this was a mansion, and then I would complain, and she would turn around and look at me if she were here and say, "It's just a chicken coop. Let it go." But that's just the type of person I am. I always want perfection, you know, and I get enjoyment out of that. It may be hard to understand, but I enjoy when I build something, trying to build it the best I can. I'm not gonna say I don't make mistakes, because I make tons of mistakes, and I'm sure I'll make more mistakes. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna cut this short. You know, I've got to put up the goats and everything, and of course the chickens are going to go up, and then I'll put them up. But the goats will be going up pretty soon. It's getting a little late, and I want to cut this off before I run out of battery. Okay, guys, try to get one made tomorrow. Have a nice night.